This video has a like goal. Helping this video achieve it will grant you something just as spectacular as the One Piece treasure. Full details will be at the end of the video. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango Etc. and I'm here to bring you What If Ace, Sabo and Luffy join under one crew part extra. And now the reason why this is going to be called part extra is because this bit, as you may have noticed from the thumbnail, is centered around Nami. Nami's adventure in Arlong Park. The Ace or pirates will not be going to Arlong Park. They're going to be skipping over this island or this arc rather. So I thought it'd be nice to just see what exactly does take place there, because there is a story still to be told. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right back into it. So after stealing money from the ASL pirates, Nami thinks it's a good time to head back home to stash what she has collected thus far. So because Nami is making her way home earlier than expected, the events that take place won't be the same as the original story. Nami makes her way up the path to Arlong Park, where she is welcomed back to the crew and is revealed to be one of them. Arlong asks about how much money Nami needs this time around. Nami keeps it a secret but hints to needing only to do one more haul so she can keep their promise. After a little welcome home party, Nami decides she wants to go visit her sister, Nijiko, as well as hide the money from her last haul. However, Arlong and the rest of the crew think she's already off to get the rest of the money, so when Arlong asks off so soon, Nami will reply, time is money. The next day, Arlong, followed by 3 members of his crew, most importantly Momu, go to Goza village to collect the rent. After coming up short on the rent, this is when Arlong gets mad and starts turning the village upside down, as well as killing some villagers. These include Chabo's dad. Having had their fun, they decide to move on, with Chabo and the others mourning for their losses and shocked at what just happened. Chabo vows revenge for his dad. At Nami's house, Nami is spending time with her sister catching up, as well as burying her last haul. They hear the commotion going on in Gosa village and decide to see what is going on, but by the time they get there, it is all over. Starting to worry about her own village now, Nami rushes over in that direction, while Nojiko stays in Gosa tending to the villagers there. Nami bumps into Arlong and the crew at Kokoyashi village. She catches them just as they finish collecting up the rent. Nami asks if she can speak to Arlong in private, so they both go off ahead while Chu is left in charge. Genzo's weapon collection is found at this time, which is later reported to Arlong. Nami tells Arlong that she has seen what he has done to Gosa village. At this time, Arlong will cut her off saying, and you got worried that I may have done the same to Kokoyashi. He would also go on to say, why would I do that when me and you have a deal? You know I don't break a promise when money is involved. Nami responds, I know, but Arlong walks over, places one hand on her shoulder, but nothing. You have nothing to worry about. Nami frees herself from his touch. She doesn't really trust him but says okay before walking off. Arlong asks, I thought you had left already, to which Nami replies, no, I need a few days to rest, so I will be around. Nami goes to visit her mum's grave just after nightfall. This is where we learn that Nami is 100,000 berries short. During this scene, Najiko can be seen in the distance watching over Nami. A few days have passed and Chabo has plucked up the courage to go kill Arlong, so he makes his way to Arlong Park. After demanding to see Arlong, he is brought face to face with him by some further members of his crew. After a little talk and laughing from Arlong, Chabo attacks and Arlong puts him out of his misery. Chu reminds Arlong of his meeting with Nezumi, so he goes to clean up, while Chu goes and feeds Chabo's body to Momu. Nezumi and Arlong meet. Arlong pays him off, and before he leaves, Arlong tips him off to Nami's hidden money. Arlong then calls over Hatchin to give him a ride to Kokoyashi village. Nami is about to leave on the next haul when Nezumi comes knocking on the door accompanied by Genzo. Nami tries to stop them from taking the money, but she has no luck. She also realizes during this time that Arlong must have tipped him off. This makes Nami mad and she storms off towards Arlong Park. Upon reaching Arlong Park, she yells at Arlong for breaking their promise, but Arlong insists that he doesn't know what she is chatting about. He also suggests if Nami has lost the money that she has collected up until now, all she has to do is start again. This makes Nami even more furious, knowing that Arlong is lying, and so she storms off again, leaving Arlong Park. Back in Kokoyashi village, Nojiko and Genzo is telling everybody what happened. Deciding that that is the last straw and realizing that Arlong never had any intention of keeping the promise between him and Nami, they decide that they are going to evade Arlong Park. Nami comes by just as they are about to leave and tries to convince them to give her one more chance, but is unable to do so. Sadly, all those part of the invasion meet their deaths at the hands of the Arlong pirates. Nami, now giving up hope and still angry at Arlong, starts to stab herself where her tattoo is, over and over again, falling deeper and deeper into the despair, realizing that she was lied to, realizing there's nothing she can do to free herself and the ones she loves, realizing that the one she loves has just willingly walked into the hands of death. She decides to take her own life. Later discovered by one of the women of the village, but it is way too late to save her. Not too long after the Kokoyashi village massacre, Marines from the 77th branch arrive, but they are killed off easily. With the loss of so many lives at Gosa and Kokoyashi village, it is not long before Arlong takes his main forces and moves to another town, while keeping Arlong Park as his main headquarters. Eventually, due to Arlong's greediness, word gets out about his doings and a strong enough marine is dispatched to bring him in. And this is where this part ends, and without further ado, the like goal. Alrighty, so let's talk about the like goal. So I was thinking if we can get 10 likes within the first week, then I will have the next part out the week after that. So just so there's no confusion, I have all the dates displayed on the screen. So yeah, let's see if we can hit this like goal. Remember to always check the end cards for the next part, because depending on when you're watching this video, it might already be out. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.